are you looking forward to the most, with this being the first time Joel is taking on Victor?
We're going to hammer his ass.
Chance at 70. Embiid, coast to coast for 70!
They, in fact, did not hammer Joel Embiid's ass last night. What a great quote. Another great quote meme. You gotta love it, man. This year has been a blessing with those. Anyway, what a night in the NBA, man. There was something in the air last night. Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm sorry. Nonetheless, wow. What a goddamn night, right? Joel Embiid scoring 50. Roman, come on, man. 70 fucking points in an NBA game. I mean, which obviously, where else would he score it other than the Olympics or some shit like that, right? But the point is, he scored 70, and he was very efficient doing it. He shot 23 free throws also, which my hating friend pointed out immediately. And it was awesome to see the Spurs actually keep it somewhat close, so that, you know, he could stay in, and that they kept him in, even though, you know, it was not like this game was close, but they were at least in the game, the Spurs that is, and Joel Embiid stayed in the game, tried to go for as much as possible. Shame he couldn't get like 80, man. It would be special. But 70 is also special, right? I mean, of course. But it would be even more special, right? We've seen 80 essentially only once, because there will never be footage of that build 100-point game. 80 plus, I should rather say. But what a performance by Embiid, man. He's been just sensational this season. The Hornets Wizards, man, has been balling. Nah, but of course, we have to wait until the playoffs. But nonetheless, Joel Embiid is one of the best ever, right? Especially in the regular season. And I saw on Twitter there was a tweet about, who was it? About, yeah, that he's the NBA's Dak Prescott, which I thought was hilarious at first. But, you know, I think the better comparison would be Aaron Rodgers, if Aaron Rodgers never won the Super Bowl, which of course is a huge if, but, you know, the regular season success, the postseason failures, this besides that Super Bowl, it really feels like a better comparison. But unfortunately, he has that Super Bowl. So I don't know, Dan Marino, but I never watched Dan Marino. So how the fuck should I know? Josh Allen, maybe Josh Allen, but Josh Allen has never been this consistent in the NFL, you know, regular season. So I would say Aaron Rodgers without the Super Bowl year is the perfect comparison, or after the Super Bowl year, essentially. But I mean, he has the Super Bowl matters, obviously. But I might be disrespectful to Aaron Rodgers and not know ball. Nonetheless, why the fuck am I talking about this when he just scored 50? Why the fuck do I keep bringing up 50? 70 goddamn points. And it was spectacular, man. His mid-range has been so automatic, man. It's incredible how well he's shooting from the mid-range area. Like, truly, just there is no one better from mid-range. He essentially it's essentially a layup. I saw a stat on Twitter. I'm not sure who posted it, but I just remember it, that the average around the rim is about 57, 6. I don't know. His average from his patented mid-range spot, which is essentially at the free throw line, is pretty much the same as the percentage around the rim in the league, which is just absurd. So shout out Joel Embiid, man, 36 points per game. He's improved as a passer this year also. So, hey man, just gotta wait until the playoffs for Embiid, but enjoy the greatness and appreciate the greatness, man. It was a spectacular watch. And I really want to see, you know, more stars do this, man. Just shoot 40 times in the regular season against the Hornets, against the Wizards, against the Spurs. Just go for it, man. KD, do the same stuff, man. Speaking of KD, another player that was absolutely sensational today when something was in the air last night was Kevin Durant. 16 of 32. He took 32 shots, but he got to the line just 6 times. 43, 6, and 8. Game winner. And that game winner was so so impressive. Like, he double clutched it. It couldn't have been defended much better, the shot that is. And he double clutched it, hit it. It went straight through the net, man. It was as clean as it gets. Like, that's pure basketball poetry, man. Like, how do you just wish that fucking shot when you double pump it, man? Or double clutch it? Incredible. And he was on one in the second half, 12 of 19 for 30 points in the second half. He was absolutely sensational. In the fourth quarter, 7 of 9 for 17 points. Just 2 misses from the 3-point line, but good God, he was special. Bradley Beal tried to sell the game, but let's not talk about that. Devin Booker barely even, was in the game. Nonetheless, the Bulls should have gone to Kobe White a lot more because he's been special. But nonetheless, another special performance, this time by KD. You also had Luka get absolutely torched on defense. Jaylen Brown, he saw Embiid drop 70, so he dropped 77. Shout out Twitter. Jaylen Brown was sensational. Jason Tatum at 39, 11, and 5. And even though Luka had his numbers, he was really rough today. He was a rough watch today, defensively and offensively. So that was an intriguing game, but he still put up 33, 18, and 13. So shout out to the fantasy owners that have him. And Giannis was sensational. Giannis had 31, 17, and 10 against the Pistons, which play the Bucks really well, man. They've played them well in every game they played, and, well, they always blow it in the fourth quarter, just like they did today. And, shout out Milwaukee. Cleveland, man. Cleveland has been hooping their ass off. Cleveland has been just sensational. They have won like 8 straight. They've been playing some of the best defense. Jared Allen has been an absolute stud since Evan Mobley got injured. There was this article that said that there are huge troubles within the Cavaliers organization at the start of the year. And, well, at the start of the year, what am I saying? Like 16 games ago. And since then, they are 13-3. So that's special. Sam Merrill. Shout out Sam Merrill, man. He's been sensational. He's been a sharp shooter. Hope he gets that invite to the 3-point shooting contest because he's been special. And then you also had Karl Anthony Towns go for 62 against the Hornets, get benched in the fourth quarter because he was forcing it too much, and he got benched. He got essentially benched for the last 4 minutes after having an out-of-body first half where even the Hornets commentators were rooting for him. He was 14 of 17 for 44 points in the first half. Which is, and some of the shots he was making were just incredible.
38? No! No! Are you kidding?
And it's not like he was even forcing them that much. But in the second half, he was kind of forcing them, especially in that fourth quarter. 7 of 18 for 18 points. And in the fourth quarter, he was 2 of 10. And he got benched for the last, 4 minutes? 3 minutes, essentially. For the last 3 minutes of this game, he got benched until they were down by 1. He got clearly fouled on the last attempt, but the refs were not calling those fouls all night, so tough luck for the Timberwolves, man, and they suffer back-to-back rough losses after what has been an incredible start otherwise, right? And their coach blasted them post-game about how they did not execute seriously defensively, how it was a joke, and that they were chasing the record for Towns rather than winning the game, which obviously is true, but still not sure if you should be calling it out in the media, but it makes for good content, so why the fuck do I care? But it's still an intriguing storyline nonetheless with the Timberwolves, and their half-court offense and late-game offense will always be a question to me. Do they have enough shooting? Of course, Mike Conley was a huge was missed today, obviously, because he did not play. And Anthony Edwards did not have it going, but you wonder about their half-court offense late in game, especially in the playoffs where it slows down. And about Karl Anthony Towns in particular, based on previous playoff performances, which is funny, right? Embiid, I would say you still worry more about his health with Embiid, but you do worry about his playoff performances also, but it's a little different than it is with Karl Anthony Towns. Nonetheless, what a night in the NBA. The Warriors are finally back. Not tonight, but in 2 days I'll be back with that. I'll make video tomorrow maybe about the Warriors returning. And keep it a buck. I don't know what else to say. What the fuck did I just say? Keep it a buck? Nah. I've been weird, but I wanted to make a video because this day was just something in the air, like I said. Nonetheless, as always, be kind to yourself and to others. Love yourselves as much as possible. And love and be, baby. Love and be.